What's going on, comic book fans and YouTube and the internet? What's going on, comic book fans and lab rats all over the internet and YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video that we presented for you today. Today's upload features a theme-based system that hits just as hard and fast as the comic book character counterpart that it is inspired off of. Now, we'll be breaking down one system and transferring a few core components over into the new chassis. What we're left with is a great system that delivers on both aesthetics and performance, as you'll see here in a moment. Spoiler alert, I'll only be doing the former and not the latter, as our featured guest, my partner and educator, is going to be handling most of the heavy lifting as she transfers over the components from one system into another. So without further delay, let's get right into it. Let's break down and build us up some PCs. But first, roll that intro.
You're now inside the lab. Turn on your computers and download the app. This is the channel for PC gaming. We got game, no other channels the same, man. You need some help with an issue, I text to get you right. Service is out of this world, therefore it's out of sight. If you're a gamer, this is where you need to be. Put you right in line with building supremacy. We in the lab.
Now, as I start breaking down this case, let's quickly go over the parts that is inside. Now, starting with the case, it's the P400S PHANTEKS ECLIPSE ATX mid-tower case, ASRock B350 Pro 4 ATX AM4 motherboard, GTX 750 Ti 2GB video card, a 1000 watt EVGA power supply unit, which is a lot for this system, but bear with me, friends. I was in the process of possibly going with 1080 Ti SLI for this particular configuration, but quickly detracted once some of the newer Pascal and Torre cards came out. Ryzen 5 1600X 6-core 12-thread CPU. And then as for the new parts, it's the REXGEAR Micro ATX case, Asus TUF B350M Plus AM4 Micro ATX motherboard, 120GB HP SSD, a 1TB Western Digital Blue hard drive, Rose Hill 500 watt 80 plus gold ATX power supply unit, and 16GB of CORSAIR LPX DDR4 memory. The REXGEAR was easy enough to build, but it didn't have as much room for cable management that I would have liked. But I tell you what, its red and gold exterior really made up for the lack of space inside. Now, as for our system builder, she did a phenomenal job, especially with it being her first time. I only had to step in to assist once or twice during the whole entire build process, and I think that's great. I mean, I think that's phenomenal because this drives home the personal and personal computer. Now onto the subject of personalization, she made sure to save the best part or the best component for last. And while it was a small investment, and literally small investment, it really complemented the color scheme on the entire case. I mean, this is how you truly make your system yours. And now once the system was up and running, I installed Windows, went through the full suite of Windows updates, and jumped right into the BIOS. And at first boot, I noticed that it was showing really high voltage on the CPU. Once I got inside the OS and ran some tests, I saw that the numbers under load and at idle looked normal. Now putting the OS on the SSD is really going to help with the faster boot times. You can see here we were able to boot the system from a cold start just a little under 27 seconds. 120GB is more than enough for the OS and just maybe one or two programs that she'll find herself running on the time, like Excel or something like Microsoft Word, something to that extent. 1600X is a great productivity chip, and paired with 2 sticks of 8GB of RAM means that after sessions of long lesson planning and schoolwork, she can switch it over and fire up some games. With that said, if you're a professional and looking to build a system that serves your wallet well and all of your work-based needs, then AMD, no question, could be the best place for you to start. Their Ryzen chips excel at productivity-based tasks and offer great price to performance when it comes to gaming. And that, lab rats, that'll be all for this one. If you too are a Wonder Woman fan, comment below and tell us some of your favorite Wonder Woman moments throughout the comic book spectrum history of comic booking. If this is your first time to the channel, consider liking this video and subscribing on your way out. Hit the notification bell, rock that bell in the words of LL, to catch all new notifications and content that will come out of this channel. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, be easy.